I took it as a matter of faith that John F. Kennedy was shot by a guy from a mound with a shady background, and there was a commission that looked into it. And while all the details may not be known, we know who did it. But now I'm not so sure. In other words, I'm open to the fact that, there was probably a lot more going on. Watergate, which again, I had a fairly straightforward view of. I now have more complex suspicions about it. But these suspicions are actually grounded in a deeper knowledge of how the system actually works. I mean, I worked in the White House. I thought I actually understood America's government. But if you fast forward, just my own experience, to 2013, 5 weeks after I make this controversial film on Obama, and I admit I exasperated him because I went inside of his world. I went to Kenya, I went to his family homestead in a small village called Kogelo. I had a conversation with his grandmother, and she said, that if you want to interview me, you have to bring me a goat. So in the film, you see me dragging a very unwilling goat to the Obama homestead. I found his brother in a slum in Nairobi. So I annoyed him. But nevertheless, just weeks after this film is a massive success in theaters, like the FBI is banging on my door, and they had apparently gone through my bank accounts. They realized that I had given $20,000 to a college friend of mine, just out of friendship, who was running for office. They found that violated the campaign finance laws, and so they prosecuted me as a felon. And so I'm sitting across in a conference table, kind of like this one, with top lawyers of the Southern District of New York. And I'm realizing from this conversation that for this offense, which I did exceed the campaign finance law, but I didn't benefit out of it, first-time offense, benign motive. If these guys could have locked me up for 10 years for doing that, they would have. So that's a very sobering realization, because you suddenly realize, my old idea that these people are political opponents or I'm a dissident, no. The way they look at it, I'm an enemy, and their job is to take me out. And if they can do it, they will do it. So you can see where the conspiratorial mindset comes from. It comes from the recognition that some of our politics has in fact become gangsterized.